that what I think it is?
All right, you've walked into the room.
Here I am.
And you are coughing immediately.
Did you record yourself beforehand making a prediction?
No, I should have. Here's the prediction. You were not going to enjoy the smell of this candle.
Okay, so here I am. I'm coughing a litble bit. This candle's throwing off a lot of smoke.
Look how big the flame is.
It's a very big flame. It's
going
to burn our home down, isn't it? I'm a bit worried about the amount of smoke and the size of the flame on this candle. Okay, so the candle, I actually bought this for you, so I can't be super mad because I bought it for you. It is a candle that is supposed to smell. Watch your fingers. There's a lot of fire coming off of it.
I'm just trying to rotate it so I can read it.
Don't burn yourself. Oh my God, he burned himself, guys.
It's called Extra-Terrestrial Adventure.
It is supposed to smell like the E.T. ride in Universal Studios. One of the worst places on Earth.
The E.T. ride in particular, or just
No, I actually didn't mind the E.T. ride, but the Universal Studios in Orlando was the site of an epic Katie meltdown last year.
Anyone who listens to this podcast and is familiar with the premise would know that you probably just shouldn't have gone to Universal Studios.
No, probably not.
It was very thoughtful of you to get me this ET candle, but now here you are coughing up. Your thought is, I thought that was at work.
I thought that was going to be at work. I thought that was a work treat.
I can't really burn a candle at work, but I do keep it on my day. I do remember to bring it home from work for this. I'm going to blow it out because it's really
the flames are arcing off of it.
Uh-oh.
It's not going out.
There we go.
Now it's throwing a lot of smoke. It's going to set off the smoke detectors. Wow. I enjoyed the E.T. ride at Universal Studios, the worst place on Earth. I actually really had a good time on it. I thought it was fun to ride the bikes. I thought seeing all the little ETs on their home planet, yub-nubbing.
What's his teacher's name? Can you remember?
It's like Blordon.
I can't remember. He had a funny name. It was like Botanicus.
Oh, maybe right? It was Botanicus
it's all
and not Blordon.
I like Blordon. Blordon was another creature there.
There's so much smoke in this room right now. I guess we're watching E.T., huh?
You know, like it's like Journey said, E.T. in a smoky room.
What?
Kate, have you ever seen the film E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial?
I definitely did. I think I watched this at my grandmom's house, and I was really scared the whole time for some reason.
At what age would you?
I was maybe like 7.
Ooh, yeah.
7 was like a good age to watch E.T., but also a peak scared age for me for some reason.
You're only a little older than Drew Barrymore in E.T.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Drew.
So you were scared of that little Tootsie Roll.
You know what? I was more scared of the adults, which I guess is the point.
Yeah, that's okay. Then you definitely understood the movie perfectly.
I was like scared of the equipment that all the adults were in when they had to put E.T. in that weird chamber and he got very like white. I was definitely scared and sad.
Have you seen it ever again?
I don't know. I don't think so.
So you were scared. Did you like it?
I don't know because I think I was so focused on being scared that I didn't have a... God, this candle's like really throwing a lot. It's very fragrant. I think I was just so scared that I wasn't focused on like anything else that was happening.
Understood. Well, Kate, E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial, which is a weird name for the movie.
Yes,
E.T.
very odd.
It's like ATM machine.
Yeah.
It was a film directed by Steven Spielberg.
It smells really mildewy in here.
That is by design. The candle is meant to smell like mildew.
Can you give me a water? Yeah, take that out.
No, it's hot.
It's going to burn you.
Ow.
Oh my God. It really smells bad.
I like the smell, but when you leave the room and come back, man.
Is this what E.T. smells like?
Steven Spielberg. How would the mom not know he's there? Like, couldn't she smell the stink
Smell
of
his
redwood
stench.
forest and mildew? Steven Spielberg, Kate. I have no memory whatsoever of how much I told you about Steven Spielberg when we watched Jurassic Park on this podcast. I think it's
Did
the
we
only.
watch Jurassic Park on this podcast?
We did during
Wow.
Dinosaur Month.
Month.
Land Before Time, Jurassic Park, We're Back.
I remember that. I was scared of that. Go ahead.
So I'm going to give you the speed run of Steven Spielberg history because I think you need to. This is some context we need. Also, you just watched The Fabelmans like yesterday, so I guess you know a lot about Steven Spielberg.
I know he had a monkey.
So, not that different from A Little Alien. Steven Spielberg was born in 1946. He's a wunderkind filmmaker. He makes his 1971 made-for-TV movie debut with Duel. Did I ever make you watch Duel?
You made me watch Duel.
I like Duel a lot.
I think we made out during it.
1974 theatrical film debut, The Sugarland Express. His 1975 breakout hit, Jaws. 1977, Close Encounters of a Third Kind. That's how we're going to get to E.T. here. Ready? You love Richard Dreyfuss.
I do love Richard Dreyfuss so much.
He makes Close Encounters. Columbia Pictures is begging him to make a sequel, right?
Okay.
But he doesn't really want to do it. He's like, it's not my thing. But Universal Studios had previously begged him to make a sequel to Jaws, and he didn't want to do it. So they went ahead without him and made Jaws 2 in 1978. There's 3 Jaws sequels, right? Have you seen any of the sequels? You like Jaws, right?
Son of Jaws, Jaws the Revenge, Big Daddy Jaws.
Some of those were real titles. And
Little Boy.
Some weren't.
Little
I don't
Boy
know
Jaws.
if you know the difference between which ones are really made up by
Caine's
you.
in one.
Yeah. So there's all these Jaws sequels, but, at that time, they'd only made one. And he was, kind of grumpy about the Jaws sequel without him, but he had no rights. He was, in his 20s when he made Jaws. He didn't, negotiate a deal and was in no way able to, where they couldn't do that. So Columbia Pictures wants him to do a Close Encounter sequel. He's nervous that even though he doesn't want to do it, if he says no, they'll just go do it without him. And he doesn't want that either. So he kind of gets cornered into it. Have you ever heard of the Kelly Hopkinsville encounter? Did they ever talk about this on the last podcast on the left?
No.
Okay. Seems like they would. It's a UFO, an alleged UFO encounter in Kentucky in 1955.
Okay.
So Spielberg starts developing a Close Encounters of the Third Kind sequel based on that allegedly true story, but it's going to be a horror movie this time where the aliens are evil. The movie gets pretty far into development. It was going to be called Watch the Skies, and then later they renamed it Night Skies. So it's this spooky, evil alien movie. There's a script for it. There's prototypes built of the little aliens. While Steven Spielberg is filming Raiders of the Lost Ark, he begins to have second thoughts about making this evil alien movie. He describes it as filming these absolutely bonkers scenes in Indiana Jones, and it's like a big comic book, come to life. And he's sitting there going I like this, but I think I want to do something less wild and pulpy next. He says he wants to do something more tranquil.
Okay.
He shows the Night Sky script to Melissa Matheson, who she wrote The Black Stallion. Did you ever watch that at your grandma's?
No, but I watched it at my own home, and it's a Cool Sheet classic coming in summer 2025 if we still have a podcast and America still exists.
So in 1979, Melissa Matheson wrote the screenplay for The Black Stallion.
Classic.
She is on set for Indiana Jones because she is dating Harrison Ford at the time. Lucky.
Nice.
And she's hanging out on the set. So Steven Spielberg's like, hey, you're a writer. Look at this script for my evil alien movie I don't want to make anymore. She reads the script, and the one part of the script that really sticks out to her is when the aliens are not being evil, one of them befriends a boy with autism who lives in the house that it's being attacked. It's it makes this connection with this little boy. So she suggests to Steven Spielberg, you want to make it more tranquil. What if we rework this and make a whole movie about an alien who's friends with a little boy?
Good job, Melissa.
So Spielberg hires her to write a new script for what will become E.T. And just kind of interestingly, all of the plot elements from that Night Skies movie get split up into 3 things that are going to happen in rapid succession. E.T., Gremlins, and Poltergeist. Kind of interesting because he produces those other ones. Anyway, Spielberg also claims that when his parents divorced when he was 15, he imagined what it would be like if he was friends with an alien. Sometimes,
he's just a sad little boy.
But he was 15. I know you're still a child.
He's still a child.
But when I first heard the story that he
if any of the Fablemans is to be believed, he was kind of a weird little guy.
Oh yeah.
So,
but it's just sometimes he'll tell this story in the press. They're like, oh, I had an imaginary friend when my parents divorced and I thought it was an alien. And it's you picture a 4-year-old, not a 15. Anyway, so he just says that he kind of imagined what it would be like to be friends with an alien. And that informed the script. Italian special effects makeup artist Carlo Rambaldi designed and created the E.T. puppets and animatronics.
Good for Carlo.
He had worked on the 1976 King Kong. He worked on the original Alien. He made the one alien you see in Close Encounters. And he's going to soon go on to work on David Lynch's Dune, so does all sorts of cool special effects stuff. But he made E.T. The cast, some notable cast members here. Dee Wallace as the mom. She was also the mom in Cujo. Good mom actress. Henry Thomas as Elliot, who got the role because he cried so realistically during his audition.
Nice. I wish I could get a role for that. I'm really good at crying.
Robert McNaughton as Michael, the older brother, and Drew Barrymore as Gertie. She was 5 years old at the time, which is wild. Music, of course, by John Williams, and an absolutely, once again, absolute triumphant banger, nonstop bangers in this movie.
Yeah, maybe.
And the film premiered on June 11th, 1982, and unseated the previous highest grossing movie of all time,
Jaws.
Star Wars.
Oh. Sorry.
And the next movie to unseat that record is Jurassic Park. So good on Spielberg and George Lucas, best friends forever. They knew how to make movies that made money. So
sure did.
The movie is universally praised. It is literally considered like one of the greatest films of all time. You know, it's in that conversation. Universal Studios wants to make a sequel, and Spielberg again is like, oh man, maybe. So he like developed some ideas. Thankfully, though, they eventually respected his decision when he's like, I don't think we should do it. This is a really good movie. I don't think we should even bother. I don't know this for a fact, but I assume he had enough clout and influence here that he was able to make a contract, negotiate a contract that said they could not do it without him. That's probably the case. Not just that they respected his decision, but like it was legally binding. So the sequel stuff ends up coming out as a book called E.T. The Book of the Green Planet by William Kotzwinkle in 1985. And many of those ideas in the book were further adapted into the ride that opened in Universal Studios Florida in 1990, the E.T. Adventure.
Stinks like mildew.
The ride was developed with the help from Spielberg. The mildew smell. So when I rode the ride when I was 6, I did not ride it again until last summer when I was 32. And the minute we walked in, I was like, oh my God, the smell. Like I didn't remember that there was a smell until I smelled the smell. And it blew my mind.
You
and I
were
wouldn't
pretty
shut
excited
up
about the
which
smell.
Which is why you got me the candle. It's very nice. But I was Googling the smell, to like, is this as jarring and interesting to everyone else as it is to me? And some people said online that it used to smell better and even more mildewy, but they replaced and fixed some of the water features in the queue. So it smells less mildewy now. And that ruins it for some people. Anyway.
If you got to stand in line for a long time, standing in like a fake forest is like kind of cool.
It was pretty tranquil. Like Spielberg won it. And it was just so much better than half the other rides that all had big nauseating screens. Right?
I was so nauseous by the end of this.
Right, the Fast and the Furious
at Universal Studios, the worst place on earth.
The main site of your meltdown, the Jimmy Fallon Tonight Show ride.
All right, we all know that Jimmy Fallon's an alcoholic.
First, a latchkey. So then, what does that have to do with this ride? You shouldn't have been driving in that ride.
Go ahead, latchkey child.
It begins with some latchkey kid who's in line next to us who's like, "Can you hold my phone?" And you're like, "What?
Why?
How am I going to hold it more securely than you?"
Do not ask a stranger to hold your phone, young lady.
I can't remember. Did you do it?
Yeah. But then I gave her a talking to. I was like, don't ask a random person to hold your phone.
You should have factory reset it to teach her a lesson. Anyway, we don't have to linger on the Jimmy Fallon ride. I know it was very traumatic and upsetting for you.
It was a trying day for me.
It was like 11 p.m., which is, as we mentioned in our Star Wars episode last week, 11 p.m. is much past our bedtime.
Very rarely see 11 p.m. and never have I seen 11 p.m. and had to look at a big motion sickness inducing screen.
It's like Jimmy Fallon riding a stupid like space car throwing pizza at you.
Pizza was flying through the air. It was horrible. I had to wear 3D glasses. A bear mascot tried to touch me. It was horrible. Not inappropriately. It just approached me.
Only other note I have about E.T., unless you have more to share about Universal Studios.
No. It was hot.
I saw E.T. I think we had it on tape, but I don't remember watching it like really much. Like I can't remember watching it all the way through. I don't remember having that experience that a lot of kids have of watching it at a very young age, like you did, and being like scared of it or traumatized by it or whatever. I remember watching it for the first time officially, like all the way through when they re-released it in theaters in 2002. Me and my friend Rob went. His mom took us, and it was the 20th anniversary. And Steven Spielberg infamously made some changes to the film for this re-release. He added some CGI to replace some of the puppetry and animatronics. Lame. He replaced all like those bad guys that you were scared of, all their guns with walkie-talkies, because he's like, I guess I wouldn't make a movie now with adults aiming guns near children. And he replaced the line where the mom tells the older brother that he can't go out for Halloween looking like a terrorist. Everybody absolutely hated all these changes, and Spielberg ended up apologizing for this. And now, luckily, you can easily find the original version, unlike his friend George Lucas, who he never talked sense into, who still makes it really hard. We had to find that special version of Star Wars to watch that didn't have the changes. Anyway, I'm excited to watch this. I just listened to one of my favorite podcasts, Blank Check, about E.T., and I'm very nervous that I'm just going to cry the whole time that I watch this. So
let's do it.
Who do you think is going to cry more, you or me?
Oh, probably you.
I assume we'll both cry. Maybe I'm wrong. Do you think you'll still be scared?
Definitely.
Elliot.
What?
Elliot.
I taught him how to talk now. He can talk now.
Elliot.
Look what he brought up here all by himself.
Elliot.
What's he need this stuff for?
Elliot.
E.T., can you say that? Can you say E.T.? E.T.
E.T. E.T. E.T. E.T. Be good.
Be good. I taught him that too. You should give him his dignity. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Universal Studios, the worst place on earth. It's up there. It's really bad. It was so hot. It was so humid.
It's not in your interests. It's just not something you're interested in.
You can say you suck. It's okay.
Anybody could
You hate
tell.
fun.
Anyone could tell you don't want. You literally have a pin you wear now that says "I hate fun," so it's not an insult. Oh, I can't believe I didn't get you Reese's Pieces. However, you never seem to be too excited when I do have Reese's Pieces.
They're not a candy that I willingly pick for myself.
Everyone heard that, so Katie cannot complain that I did not provide her with Reese's Pieces.
Could have at least gotten me popcorn or another snack.
E.T. does not eat popcorn. He drinks beer, and it's probably like Molson or something.
Wow, they really show the alien spaceship straight off.
Like you don't remember
here it is.
almost anything about this, do you?
I think I do. He gets left behind because he forgets that he's got to get back on the spaceship. He's got executive dysfunction. You know?
ADHD. Yeah, we're straight up looking at it.
It's right there.
Like a big egg. You think Botanicus is on there? And he's like, all right, everybody, come back to the ship at this time. And if you don't,
do a head count.
We got to leave. And he's like, whoa.
Have you ever led an intergalactic field trip? Because E.T.'s like a little boy, right?
I don't know.
He's like a scamp.
I don't know if
young
they
man.
necessarily give you that information. Yeah, look, there's a couple of them.
Yeah, they're out doing like an internship or something. Field work.
See, doesn't this just look like it would smell like that candle and that ride?
It does. It does seem like it would be very moist on this ship, very mildewy.
Yeah, there's some weird mushrooms.
You know I don't like a mushroom. I love to eat a mushroom, but I'm existentially icked by the appearance of a mushroom. Look like E.T.'s little carapace lit up. Time to go back. He's not listening.
He's distracted. There's a bunny. There's a little sapling. He seems to have wandered a bit further from the ship. All the other guys were like within, eye line of the ship. They could all see the ship. He's just like way out there.
A lot of mouth breathing from E.T. here.
Maybe he's allergic to the redwood forest, He's got a little stuffy nose.
Stop making fun of how E.T. walks and comparing it to how I walk. I see you doing it over there.
Mentally. I just love when he ran away from these cars. Well, it honestly reminded me of a new bit you've been doing in our life, your impression of Demi Moore late in The Substance when she runs really fast.
Yeah, she's hunched over and she runs so fast.
Like, it is odd how fast she's able to run.
It's amazing. I wish I was as fast as Demi.
Not to spoil anything, but she seems like she shouldn't be able to run that fast at that moment.
I
but she
know.
really moves.
Look, he's lighting up. Time to go home. He's not listening.
But he doesn't want to get seen by these guys. Oh my God.
I was so scared of this.
His scream and
run away and the ferns jostle and wiggle. I was so scared.
I just love that you're 7. You're watching this movie. You're terrified in the first 2 minutes, but you continue watching.
Oh, yeah.
It's compelling.
It was movie watching time. Tyler.
Whether you were compelled or not, you just knew, I am to watch the movie now. Not that anybody was enforcing these rules.
No.
But you were self-enforcing them because you were a well-regulated child, which is why you don't like going to Universal Studios. It is a dysregulated place.
It really is. It's horrible.
This applies to all theme parks, correct?
Except for Knoebels.
Your love of Knoebels makes no sense with the rest of your personality.
What
but
do you mean?
I like it.
It's in the woods. There's shade. Their food is fantastic.
Food's really good.
Food's so good. Come on, Tyler. What doesn't make sense?
They really just left his ass behind.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You got to get on the bus. They're like, get in the space bus. We have to go. I don't think they were happy about it. I don't think they were like, yeah, I can't wait to leave this little freak behind. I think they're deeply sad about it.
Poor little guy.
Are you crying?
Not yet. Soon. No, it's going to take a while for the tears to get rolling. Like, you basically have to make it all the way to the end.
Henry Thomas here is really cute.
Very realistic.
He's such a cute little
child. Kid. Just like begging to play Dungeons and Dragons. I'm ready to play.
This house is absolutely baffling, right? Like, single mom, single income, gorgeous Northern California home. Why?
Also, just all the kids are openly smoking. She is supervising them.
I mean, his mom's got a lot going on. She's a single parent. She's doing her best. All these boys are trying to touch her butt.
I never noticed that before.
It was like a very middle school, like, I'm going to do it, and then doesn't do it while she's like bent over in the dishwasher. I remember being very scared of this shed. Don't go in there, guy. Get out of here. This mom doesn't have great, like, parental authority, like, she doesn't feel like an authoritative presence. Like, these little 13-year-old boys are like, I'm going to get a knife and go out there. She's like, oh, come on, guys, put the knives back.
They all still have them while they're out here. She did just slap that kid in the back of the head.
Henry Thomas is such an introspective child. Also, I remember being very scared here. The corn scene.
The infamous
Listen,
corn scene.
I literally can't even look into a cornfield to this day because
of
something
E.T.?
might rustle the corn. Huh. I remember being so scared. This is terrifying for a kid.
How could this have scared you as a child? The absolute horror show of seeing E.T. for the first time. His guttural scream.
Yeah. And the corn rustles. Is this family growing their own corn, or do they butt up to a cornfield?
I think they butt up to a cornfield.
You know, I wondered this as a kid even. I was
question.
like, why does this suburban house butt up to all this corn?
I think it's a valid question, but I don't think we're to believe that they are farming their own corn.
Real questions. Because you look to the left, another house. You look to the right, a cornfield. All right, great music. Thanks, John. I just like, this is such a kid move, right? Like, all right, I want to catch this alien. What do I have in the cabinet that like my mom won't miss? I guess these Reese's Pieces will do. He's really scattering them like he's trying to feed chickens, which I like. And then he's eating some, which is hilarious.
Do you do that with chicken feed when you're...
No, but like such a good kid move, right? Of like, one for you, one for me. I just love the absolute hack job that is Henry Thomas's haircut. It's so realistic.
Dang.
Look at it.
Uh-oh. Elliot's Reese's Pieces have accidentally attracted a grown man instead of an alien. Is that Keys guy eating them?
He's pecking at him. Great bell bottoms on him, though. Why is E.T. so moist all the time? I guess when he gets sick, he's very dry. So maybe that has something to do with it.
He's
but
healthy
he's just
and wet.
very wet. Drew Barrymore is really a gifted child actress. She is such a good actor here. She's just perfect. This movie hits different, though, when you're old, right?
Yeah.
You know, a kid like dropping the nuclear option of like, dad would believe me is like, oh, sucks all the air out of your argument. And you're just like, I love all of this family's cutlery. Look at those wooden bowls and Gertie's little mug with eyes and feet. Ooh, a classic foil wrapped baked potato. Sounds so good right now. If you really want to catch E.T., you better put that potato outside. That would catch me. I'd be like, ooh, a potato. Incredible. If you're getting some like E.T. like ambiance in the background, we have the window open. Some birds are chirping. A dog is barking. It's really nice.
Here's some E.T. like ambiance.
All right, so here's E.T. toddling out of the shed, just trundling through the backyard, waddling around.
Now imagine the song Let Me See That Tootsie Roll is playing right now.
Do you think E.T. is in peak physical condition for his planet? I remember being so scared at this moment because I was like, oh no, I would do the exact same thing. Because right now Elliot sees E.T., but he has like no voice. And that's been a fear of mine since very early childhood.
Is that a feature in your nightmares? That's a classic nightmare.
Yes, the subject of many nightmares where like you can't get anyone's attention and you have to like get words out, but then nothing comes out. Yes, and maybe this is where it was born. Oh no.
Hey, thank God E.T.'s not hostile, because Elliot, if he was, Elliot would just get
dead.
eviscerated
Dunzo.
right now.
Yeah, thank God E.T. doesn't have like knife hands or something. Oh, what do you think what do you think the texture is on those Reese's Pieces that have been in E.T.'s hand?
His wet hand for hours. Wow, I can't believe Reese's Pieces went for it now. Like E.T. he's like, I'm not eating this trash.
Yeah.
He picked up each one and handed them back to Elliot.
He wanted to feed Elliot.
He's like, these are garbage. I wish these were M&Ms.
He knows that Elliot is a
back.
helpful or a helpless juvenile, you know, just like E.T.
This mom might need to pay just a little more attention to what's going on in the house. I know that she is a single mom.
She is going through it.
Having
she is
some divorce
a single
trauma.
parent of 3 children. She has to compete with Sally, who wooed her ex-husband to Mexico, even though he hates Mexico.
Maybe he just didn't want to go with her.
I know.
Rough.
Sad. You know, in the 80s, there wasn't a lot of family therapy available, so a lovable extraterrestrial was the best you could do. I love those E.T. hands, though. They're revolting, but like in the most perfect way, right? And so expressively acted by whoever is doing the E.T. hand acting right now. So much mist in this movie. So much fog.
Did you work on the set of E.T. and you have mesothelioma?
Absolutely enormous closet in this
Did
home.
she just walk into Elliot's closet?
Yeah.
What is going on with this house?
I think she's getting some good child support from, what's his name? Mark?
He's sending a lot of pesos back.
Yeah, I think the daddy's paying a lot of child support. Walk-in closet, mom's driving an Audi. Look at Drew Barrymore's little jumpsuit. It's so cute.
Her little hat, too.
I'm worried that I have that look.
You have 5-year-old Drew Barrymore in
Oh,
E.T.'s
no.
look as a grown woman. And people think I'm the stunted child on this podcast.
Listen, it's a timeless look. I love all the things that Elliot is showing E.T. It's like a perfect encapsulation of like what a kid would show an alien, right? Like it's really good. Oh, what a hot take.
Are you crying?
No.
As beautiful as it looks, I feel like this much fog should not be entering Elliot's room.
Yeah, no. It's just, there's a lot of dust in there, it seems.
I don't know if he should be giving E.T. Coca-Cola. He's going to be all sugared up, caffeinated.
Listen, think of how much soda you drank as a kid and you were totally fine. And E.T. seems like a little raucous juvenile as well. You know, he's not a full-grown guy.
Oh, you mean he's not like us now where we can't drink a full-strength Coca-Cola
without
even, it ruining our day?
I can't even look at a full-strength soda.
Here's some good chaos for you.
Everyone is screaming. Shelves are falling from the wall.
Guys, why is everyone screaming?
Come on. This is a regular occurrence.
Yeah, the moms are not even fazed by all the yelling. The bookshelf being completely destroyed.
This poor mom. A lot of heavy sighs from the mom. She's profoundly sad.
E.T.'s like, I don't want to be in this dysfunctional house.
E.T.'s long neck has always kind of freaked me out. I like when his head rests on his shoulders like he doesn't have a neck.
You don't like tall E.T.?
I don't like tall E.T. Hot take. Right, where is the corn in this suburban sprawl? Where is the corn? We have like an aerial view.
He's doing his Jaws shot, though. I didn't realize that. Did you see that? That was cool.
They made Henry Thomas look directly into that light bulb. Look at him. See? Look at that corn. There's no corn in the aerial shot. I don't know what's happening.
Finally, someone's got the courage to point out Steven Spielberg's confusing geography in this movie about the corn.
Listen.
Also, this bus.
This bus is absolutely wild.
It's insane. It's unhinged. The kids are just throwing paper, but like beating each other up.
What grade is Elliot in? He's probably in like, what, 6th grade?
It's the 80s.
Maybe
it's
5th?
frog dissection time.
They're doing it at this. He's like, the scalpel is very sharp.
Good luck.
Do not do it.
E.T. knows what's up. He's all over that potato salad.
I love potato salad. All kinds. Mayo-based.
Look at him licking it.
Look at him lick the potato salad. I remember being so scandalized that E.T. would drink beer.
I don't think I got it the first time I watched it, you know. This is not good because, you know, the school might already have this family on their radar, and now Elliot's shown up to school drunk.
All right, so Elliot is definitely drunk in class.
Yeah, but E.T. is absolutely wasted. He
Just
cannot
wandering
navigate
around.
the kitchen. Do you think when Henry Thomas got his recent drunk driving arrest that he tried to blame E.T.?
He was like, yeah, it was an alien.
What a great day E.T.'s having. He's watching cartoons, playing with his speak and spell.
Just chloroforming these frogs.
His teacher has an entire jar full of cotton balls soaked in chloroform.
Just casually killing frogs in their 5th grade class. That fridge being open really stresses me out.
Oh yeah, E.T. just left it wide open.
Elliot's having like a little bit of a breakdown right now. Just dumping
pushing
all the
kids out of
frogs
the way.
out. So E.T. is watching The Quiet Man. And for some reason, Elliot is like reenacting this iconic scene from John Ford's The Quiet Man with a girl who is
so tall.
so much taller than him, which is like a perfect encapsulation of middle school.
Look, he stepped on that other guy. Incredible.
Really a lot of frogs in this scene. Just E.T. wearing like a tattered flannel as well is really funny. This mom is really close to a breakdown. I really feel for her.
She just literally walked past E.T. 4 times, didn't notice him. I know she's a little distracted.
She's got a lot going on. She is doing her best.
Left Gertie home alone.
It was the 80s.
It's fine. Gertie's not really home alone. E.T. is here.
Yeah, E.T.'s basically her babysitter.
Who's watching who?
God, Drew Barrymore's just so freaking cute in this.
Talk now. He can talk now. Poor E.T. He's like, how about if I named you Human?
Michael has brought up to Elliot that he doesn't look so good. E.T.'s not looking so great anymore.
Drying out a little bit.
Drying out a little,
Not
much
quite
less
as wet as he used to be.
hydrated. Moisturized. And Elliot just said, we're fine, which is not so good. I think what Elliot really needs is like a stable father figure in his life.
It's not
who, like,
E.T.
isn't jetting off to Mexico at every turn. But the best we can do is this like Tootsie Roll alien.
When I watched this in 2002, I thought they were hinting that the guy surveilling them was their dad.
What?
I don't know why. That was what I pieced together in my mind. Because look, they're having that little conversation about their dad and they keep showing the guy in the van. That's the guy. That guy listening to them is the guy we've been seeing this whole time, right?
Peter Coyote.
Oh, what does a coyote sound like?
You sound like Tim Allen.
I just want one episode of this podcast to occur without us bringing up Tim Allen.
It's never
Never
going to
gonna
happen.
We got to play the Home Improvement Super Nintendo game sometime. It's absolutely whack. Oh, the closet. Okay, this is why the closet's so big.
Adjoins.
I didn't realize it. Yeah, it connects everybody's
Yeah.
rooms. Interesting. Or at least Elliot and Gertie. Mm-hmm. Oh, you know, just a saw blade.
Listen, this is not the first time that Elliot has been playing with a saw blade. He's a poorly supervised kid. It's not his mom's fault, but objectively, he could use a little more supervision.
We saw Gertie get left home alone.
See, look, this mom is fighting for her life, but she, every night, it looks like, reads Gertie a bedtime story, so...
Was that Peter Pan?
Yeah.
He hasn't made Hook yet. What are your thoughts on Hook? Quick, rapid thoughts on Hook.
Bangarang. Love it. I do love E.T. as a ghost.
Just the sloppiness of the eye holes on the E.T. ghost always cracked
incredible.
me up.
All right, so they're pretending that E.T. is Gertie under this preposterous sheet
Meanwhile, they have sent the real Gertie unsupervised.
up to this lookout.
Right.
Where there's like extra governmental assassin guys running around. And here's like a screen accurate Yoda. They clearly just borrowed him from George Lucas. They were like, hey, can we have the Yoda costume?
If they sold that mask that year, like that is the expensive Yoda mask. It's not the crappy like plastic one that only covers the front of your face and is tied in the back of the string.
Why is E.T. trundling around? Never trust the government. 80s or otherwise. All right,
Here we go.
Here we
go. The bike's flying.
There he goes. Classic music swell here.
I'm not going to lie. That gave me chills. Just the music more than the imagery.
Are you crying?
It's good music.
It's beautiful.
Wait till some stuff to really make us cry happens later. See, they're deploying the music on a fun scene now. They're setting us up. There he goes. Past the biggest moon you've ever seen in your life.
It was a super blue worm moon or something. I don't know what all those moons mean.
Again, Elliot's so lucky E.T. is not hostile. He could be like, all right, help me set up this antenna. I'm calling an entire armada of my species back to obliterate your planet.
E.T. has really built some kind of like Rube Goldberg-esque communication device.
Here comes a warrantless search of the home.
E.T.'s got croup. Oh, here's those famous Henry Thomas tears that helped him get cast. One detail that I never would have picked up on before is Henry Thomas has like a lot of makeup around his eyes, like Halloween grease paint, and like look, his eyes look inflamed.
He painted a little too close to his eyelids.
Elliot is looking rough here after being stuck out all night, but then Elliot's mom is doing the classic mom thing where it's like, I was really scared, so I'm going to shake my child when he returns from being out all night. I'm not saying that Elliot's family needs social services, but like maybe they could use like a caseworker, right? You know, just like someone to maybe help them like figure out this new world as a family. You know, Mike really, I think, has undergone a positive change here. You know what I mean?
How
like
so?
In the beginning of the movie, he's presented as like pretty obnoxious. Like he's there at the D&D game being like kind of a jerk to his little brother. But here he is all in for this alien, this little wet Tootsie Roll. Great music by John Williams. Again, let's not forget. I heard this music on a loop, though, when I waited for an hour in line for the E.T. ride in this very, very
forest.
Moist, dark,
Stinky.
fake forest.
Even
and
that didn't ruin the soundtrack for you.
The soundtrack is beautiful. Give John Williams like a little bit of brass action and he's good to go. Oh no, E.T.'s doing his Laura Palmer impression. He's laying there pale and dead.
He does not look good.
He's laying in a body of water, pale and dead. A raccoon's near him.
Poor E.T. Oh my God.
He honestly does kind of look like Laura Palmer. He kind of talks like Laura Palmer.
Whoa. He talks like the people, when she's in that other the lodge.
She's in the Black Lodge.
E.T.
Sometimes my arms bend backwards. No one has ever drawn this parallel before.
Or hopefully will again.
Nor will they ever again. You guys were here at the moment of history. Honestly, E.T. in that wig, very Laura Palmer coded. Blonde. E.T.'s really not doing well.
Wow, he's so chalky. They really got to get some of this smog taken out of their house. How can they even see when they're going up and down the stairs?
Mom hasn't cleaned in a while, you know? I remember being so scared during this also.
Guys in space suits break into their house.
I mean, it is really scary. It's very like zombie-esque, right? Like these people who they're people, but they don't look like people. And then they're like touching, their arms are moving weird, you know? All right, Steven, we get it. You're good at making film. You're good at shots. Way to go.
Leave some
the
filmmaking
horizon
for the rest of us.
Where's the horizon here?
Well, high or low.
Jesus, Steven. Honestly, E.T. looks the way that I look after the end of a long week, you know?
I think he just needs some moisturizer. If we lived in this neighborhood, I'd be like, what's going on over there?
You would be out vacuuming the driveway just so that you could see.
What's this all about?
Oh, Kate, I got some chores to do outside. Like, Tyler, NASA is at our neighbor's house. Please do not go outside. The entire Department of Defense is here. They've tented the home.
I think they got termites? What do you think's going on over there?
Yeah, Elliot, don't talk to the police.
I mean, look, I know as a kid, obviously you're like, leave these guys alone, leave Elliot and E.T. alone, but like, the government needs to know if E.T. is calling a squadron of E.T.s to come blow up Earth.
What could the E.T.s possibly do? Look at him.
Waddle around.
Waddle around.
Be cute.
Drink your beer.
Elliot, he has poor executive functioning, just like you. That's why you're in sync.
We're being very scared of this also.
E.T. just dying and talking. It looks like a raisin that's sat out too long.
Yeah. Look, E.T. was like, nah, we can't be psychically connected anymore. He broke up with him. They did do a great job casting Mike. He's got a classic older brother look. Yeah, what makes them think that like their earth medicine could do anything for E.T., right? Like how do you even know where this thing's heart is? Probably like in its butt. I guess this is what it would be like. There's a lot of like really smart people in a room. They don't know what to do. You know what I mean? Why are they letting Drew Barrymore watch?
Yeah, could someone please take Gertie to another room?
God, no wonder Drew Barrymore was on a lot of drugs. This is what she had to like hang out and do as a child.
Watch E.T. die when she's young enough to barely know the difference between a fake E.T. in a movie and a real alien.
Like a human and a puppet. They're like, E.T. has feelings.
What?
Steven Spielberg's like, all right, Drew, now your friend's going to die. How do you feel about it? Okay, we're going to do this in one take, buddy. Here we go. Now they got to go put him on that X-Files train where they do alien autopsies. Honestly, I don't think I'd take my PPE off, even if it was dead.
Probably not, right?
He's probably releasing some kind of spore right now.
They don't know. Oh, the mom just met him yesterday.
I know. The mom's like appearing very sad right now that like E.T. has died. But
I mean, maybe she understands the connection her children have to him and that they're going to be upset. But yeah, it's like she's crying. She's like, E.T. was my best friend. She met him today, actually, I think, right?
She's going through it. Honestly, I think I'd like being in this little pressurized chamber that they're putting E.T. in. I'm not going to lie. I know it's essentially a coffin, but I think I would kind of like it.
A little bit of pressure, some nice fresh oxygen maybe they could pipe in there.
Here he is, packed in dry ice.
It's like, okay, I get it. This is a kindness they've done for Elliot. You can spend some time alone with them. But then, yeah, when you see him, he's like zipped into a body bag, a see-through body bag.
Also, don't let like an 8-year-old hang out with this dead alien body. Like, this is a matter of utmost national security.
He might like take a finger from it, you know?
This, I will say, magenta alert. That's a new alert I invented. Specifically when things go wrong in a movie. You're supposed to be crying right now.
It's not getting me.
No, I thought you were going to cry like a good amount.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, E.T.'s lighting up.
Elliot.
He was just faking.
Pay attention.
He's crying. He's a sad little guy.
He's not even noticing E.T.'s heart glowing.
Maybe he just like every once in a while E.T. has to go dormant, you know? Like just rest, which I get. Sometimes you got to have a couch rot weekend.
For example.
Hey, there's actually something very funny about Elliot zipping E.T. back into a body bag.
To get him to shut up.
This is a great strategy because like these doctors and scientists don't know how to deal with a crying child, you know?
And fake crying on him, yeah.
What a great moment where Peter Coyote doesn't know what to do with the fake crying Elliot. He's like, do you want to keep these flowers? And he's like, ah! So good.
I'm usually not a fan of in kids movies where they kill a character and then let the character magically come back to life, because I think it completely gives kids bad false hope about real deaths. But for some reason I have no problem with this in this movie. I think it's fine here.
I think it's fine, and I also think that is Peter Coyote flirting with the mom?
Yeah.
I also think that like when it's an alien, I think all bets are off.
Yeah,
right? Because like,
true.
Did he go dormant?
Good
did he
point.
like why are they just letting Elliot run around this like contaminated site? They're like, oh, let's let him play in the van.
And they're like not guarding this body well. Like you said, this is like the most important scientific discovery of all time. Can someone please buckle Gertie in if we're going to be driving?
I just feel like Gertie rolls around in this car like a water bottle. Like she's not secured ever. Why would we do so now?
Here's Steven Spielberging.
Yep, he is Spielberging.
Here he is, looking very messianic.
Tootsie Roll Jesus. They've wrapped E.T. in one of those like cheesecloth like blankets that you get at a nursing home or a hospital.
And you're like, this doesn't do anything.
It doesn't. It's an open weave blanket. It doesn't give weight. It doesn't do anything. I guess they use it to just like tuck into the sheets to keep you more immobilized. Unclear.
E.T.'s doing a lot of cooing, purring. I'd love to scratch his tummy.
You would love to scratch
E.T.'s. Do you think you get E.T.'s leg
weird
to do that thing that dogs do? Maybe give him a good scratch.
E.T.'s weird moist tummy. No, thank you.
See, this whole scene could never happen now. Elliot would be on an unregulated, hacked e-bike, and he could go like, oh, there's
40
the gun.
miles an hour.
Yeah, he could go so fast.
What'd they replace him with?
Walkie-talkies.
Oh.
That's
a big walkie-talkie.
I think right here in this shot where they're holding them, they just painted them out.
Yeah.
But that close-up, they probably just got rid of. I don't remember, Kate.
All right, so E.T. has now levitated them. Yeah, this would not fly in 2025 anyway, because they'd be shot by like a tank, right?
A drone would shoot them out of the sky right now.
Be piloting a drone and just absolutely destroy E.T. Be done. Cooked.
Thank you, Gertie. Please stop screaming.
Gertie only has one volume. To Michael, he's like, don't up. To the mom, he's like, pay more attention to your kids and go to therapy. Your worth is not determined by a man. Being a single parent is hard, but you must cultivate a network of support. It takes a village. It's the most he's ever spoken.
It's on the ship. Like, come on, guy. Gotta go.
I just don't think I'd want to hug E.T.
Oh, come on.
Weird hands.
Oh, I would hug E.T.
Moist skin. I don't know.
I would love to hug E.T.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you crying? I just don't think I would want a hug from him.
It's fine. If we ever get to meet E.T., I will hug him twice.
To Elliot, he's savagely is like, don't be so weird at school. Maybe you will have some human friends. Your principal is hot. Look, Peter Coyote's going to be their new stepdaddy.
Yeah, good.
Here's E.T. bringing back a plant.
Who's gonna water this?
Do they even have water? I don't know.
He's always wet. They have water.
I just love that dog tried to get in the spaceship.
I just think that dog actor, its life was ruined after this because it was so confused by E.T.
Oh, absolutely. He was wrecked. He had to go live on a farm.
Do you think as soon as he got in there, Botanicus was like, how many times do I have to tell you, do not wander away on the field trip?
It's a very friendly looking alien spaceship. You know, it looks nice. Poor Drew Barrymore getting buffeted by this dusty wind. She's just a little kid. She doesn't know to close her eyes in the wind.
Steven Spielberg's like, blow more dust in her face. Looks great.
Oh, John Williams and a timpani. Name a more iconic duo.
He's a man from outer space, and we're taking him to a spaceship.
Well, can't he just beam up?
This is reality, Greg.
So, what did you think?
I really enjoyed it. I'm surprised I didn't cry. I was really expecting to cry. What did you think?
I had a great time. Hot take, E.T.'s pretty good. I really, you know me, you know I don't like a kid actor. I actually think every main child actor here was phenomenal.
Did a good job.
Really, really good. Like, Henry Thomas is so stinking cute. He's so weird. Mike is the perfect big brother archetype. And Drew Barrymore, pre-drugs, so cute. So stinking cute. Post-drugs, pretty cute. Even while she was using drugs, pretty actively adorable, but definitely troubled. Yeah, I really liked it. You know, there's something so appealing about like a movie that just is like kids doing kid stuff and then something absolutely wacky happens, you know? So we know that like I love a show of just kids doing regular kid stuff, which is kind of how this starts. And kind of like a through line that runs throughout, right?
Yeah,
like
they're just riding their bikes.
They're riding their bikes, they're doing Halloween, you know?
Elliot's showing E.T. his toys, his Star Wars toys.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
It's fun that there are parts that are scary. Like,
I
you
was
remember
deeply
being
scared of this
Those
as a
parts
kid. I was so scared.
Definitely are kind of scary on
So
purpose.
scared of the government.
Well, there's not really much we can say about E.T., I guess.
No,
it's like one of the
pretty
most
good.
celebrated
Hot
films
take.
of all time. I just love how ugly E.T. is.
I do like that he's ugly cute, you know? Yeah, they could have made him like much more child friendly, I think.
Yeah.
You know, like he could have had like fur or
Right.
like
He could have looked like a gremlin before they turned into the evil version.
yeah, he could have
you know?
looked adorable, but he didn't. He did not in any way.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, kids,
Be good.
be good.
I guess we accidentally started Space Month now, so
Here we are.
it continues next week.
Join us for Space Month. It could be really fun.
We're 3 deep already. They're already.
Yeah.
If you're listening, you've already joined us.
Thanks for joining us for Space Month.
I'm gonna go light that candle again.
No, we can't light the candle again.
In 1975, he directed Jaws. In 1978, he directed Close Encounters of the Third Kind. In 1981, he directed Raiders of the Lost Ark. And now, Steven Spielberg brings us E.T., the Extra-Terrestrial. We will witness the arrival, the search, the desertion, the fear, the discovery, the friendship,
I'm keeping him.
the secret, the love, the warning, the signal, the mystery, the danger. The intrusion, the wonderment, the enchantment, the hope. The connection has been made. Universal Pictures presents Steven Spielberg's E.T., the Extra-Terrestrial.